35, Riley Malone. At first base, number 7, Cole Dean. Additional players for Alabama, number 10, Alan Brock. And your coaches, Mike Pitts, Josh Gunther, and manager Andy Malone. And for the home team from Bossier City, starting at second base, number 14, Clayton Brandon. The DH, number 12, David Favrot. Hitting for the pitcher, number 19, Matthew Buckner. Playing left field, number 48, Brendan Burns. At first base, number 29, Preston Cooper. At center field, number 1, Connor Blank. At third base, number 33, James Ross. In right field, number 7, Riley Sitter. At catcher, number 2, Noah Littleton. Shortstop, number 21, Tristan Hargrave. Additional players for Bossier City, number 34, Tyler Ferguson. Number 13, Sergio Delgado. Number 26, Luke Bloxham. Coaches for Bossier City, Craig Ross, Todd Littleton, Chance Barron, manager Dustin Brandon. Stand by for the invitation to the national anthem.
All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Bossier City, Louisiana. It's the finals of the Dixie Junior Boys World Series. Bossier City, the host team, taking on Alabama, and I'll let you listen in on the invocation and the national anthem, and then I'll be back with your run over the lineups again for you. Of course, they're still introducing players on the other field, so real quick, let me go over the starting lineups until they get ready for the invocation. First for Alabama in the first base dugout. This way they will bat. Leading off in center field, number 1 will be Caden Creel. Batting second at third base, number 15, John Malone. Hitting third in right field, number 32, Brooks Brassfield. In the cleanup spot at shortstop, number 22, Gatlin Pitts. Hitting fifth and pitching, number 3, Josh Gunther. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 16, Maddox Davis. Batting seventh at second base, number 23, Michael Bryant. Hitting eighth in left field, number 35, Riley Malone. And batting ninth, playing first base, will be number 7, Cole Dean. And check, make sure. They're still introducing. There's their lineup for the home team, Bossier City. Leading off at second base, number 14, Clayton Brandon. Batting second at DH, number 12, David Favreau, who'll be batting for the starting pitcher, number 19, Matthew Buckner. Hitting third in left field, number 48, Brendan Burns. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 29, Preston Cooper. Hitting fifth, the center fielder, number 1, Connor Blank. Hitting sixth at third base, number 33, James Ross. Hitting seventh in right field, number 7, Riley Sitter. Hitting eighth in catching, number 2, Noah Littleton. And batting ninth at shortstop, number 21, Tristan Hargrave. There's your lineups, and we're ready to roll here. Here's the deal. Alabama is undefeated, so Bossier would have to beat them twice. Should Bossier win the first game, crank up the second game 30 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Next door, you got the Dixie Boys finals. They have a three-way going today, each team with one loss. Florida drew the bye last night, so it'll be Tennessee and South Carolina taking. Of course, there was, Florida and South Carolina drew for the bye. Tennessee already had the day off. So they play South Carolina right now, and then the winner of that will play Florida 30 minutes after for the World Series championship. And now you know everything you need to know about what's going on here in Bossier City. And again, we are waiting on the introductions to conclude next door, and we'll get the invocation and the national anthem rolling.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the invitation followed by the national anthem.
All right, it's time to play baseball here on a Wednesday morning in Bossier City, Louisiana. It's the finals of the Dixie Junior Boys World Series. Alabama taking on Bossier. Let me tell you how each team got here to the finals. Back on day one, Alabama defeated JPRD West out of Louisiana, the Louisiana State champions, 12-2. Next game, they defeated Florida by a score of 9-1. Then they took on Arkansas, defeated them 6-2. In the semifinals and the winners bracket final, they beat Mississippi 7-2. And yesterday, in a thriller that went 8 innings, Alabama defeated JPRD West of Louisiana 8-7. What a game that was! It went back and forth all the way. Alabama came out on top in that one. For Bossier City, they lost their first game of the tournament against Brownsville, Texas, by a score of 5-0. They bounced back and defeated Georgia 10-1. They then defeated North Carolina 5-4, beat Florida 12-5. And yesterday, in another thriller, they defeated Mississippi by a score of 10-9. So it's been some thrillers. Yesterday, the two games were unbelievable, 10-9 and 8-7. 8-7 game again, winning the extra innings. So there should be a dandy here again. Defensively for Bossier, as they take the field for the first time, Matthew Buckner, left-hander, will start on the mound for Bossier. It'll be Littleton behind the plate, Cooper at first, Brandon at second, Hargrave at shortstop, Ross is at third. In the outfield, out in left field, Burns, Blank in center, and Sitter is out in right field. For Bossier, here this morning. Cloudy skies here in Bossier. They're expecting rain tonight and tomorrow. Let's just hope it stays tonight and tomorrow so we can get this tournament finished. I know the staff that's been working this tournament since Saturday are ready to crown a couple of champions and shut her down for the summer. 300 feet all the way around here. And the umpires have, as you can see, just concluded their meeting with the head coaches, a 3-man umpire crew, and we're about ready to get this ball game underway here in the top of the first inning. Alabama will send up Creel, Malone, and Brassfield to open up the ball game. Wind today, just as it was yesterday, from the right field foul pole across the field to the left field foul pole. So to get one out of here, hit one toward left center, he might blow it on out of here. But no home runs yesterday. Of course, these kids are 13 years old. Some have turned 14. Dixie boys side, 13 and 14-year-olds over there. As we wait on the throw to go down to second base, and we'll get this ball game underway. Louisiana Dixie Boys Baseball is proud to support this broadcast. Keith Powell, Louisiana State Director, along with the Louisiana Boys Board of Directors, congratulates all the teams in the World Series. We're glad that we could help support the live broadcast of the Final Four. 2018 Junior Boys and Dixie Boys Louisiana State Champions from Jefferson Parish Recreation Department East and JPRD West are great representatives for our state program. Our host teams from Bossier City will do an outstanding job of representing their home community and our state. World Series tournament play is an exciting time for everyone. As wait again on the throw to go down to second base. And there it goes. So we're ready to get things underway here in the top of the first inning. It'll be Caden Creel leading things off for Alabama. Scheduled for 7 innings. Run rule in effect after 5. Here we go. Here's Creel to lead things off. Wearing number 1 on his blue top. Matthew Buckner prepares to throw his first pitch of the ball game, and it's on the way. And he hits one toward the shortstop. It is caught over there by the shortstop, Hargrave, and there's 1 out. So 1 pitch and 1 out here in the top of the first inning for Alabama. And now to bring up John Malone. Malone steps in, the third baseman for Alabama. Here's a pitch from Buckner, and it's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Back for Alabama, third baseman John Malone, Brassfield on deck.
Outfield shallow for Bossier, extremely shallow. Here's a stretch by Buckner. Here's the 0-1. Breaking pitch, strike 2 on the inside corner, and it's 0-2. Good-looking curveball from Buckner. Here's the 0-2. That's low and away, and it's 1-2. John Malone, the starting pitcher yesterday for Alabama against JPRD West. Curveball fouled out of play to the right side. Count holds at 1-2. Buckner once again ready. Here comes a 1-2 pitch to Malone. Ground ball right to the pitcher. He's got it. And he knocks it down. Throw to first is in time. And there are 2 outs. Nice play by Buckner. Good reaction right there. As a hit right at him. He knocked it down and calmly picked it up and threw out the runner at first base. And that'll bring up Brassfield. Brooks Brassfield. Going up to bat here for Alabama. 2 outs and nobody on. Stretch by Buckner. Here's the pitch. That pitch is a ball high, and it's 1-0. Buckner delivers the 1-0 pitch. Breaking pitch, that's fouled out of play left side. Count evens up at 1-1. Ball and a strike. Pitch on the way. Fly ball out into left field. Left fielder comes in. He's got it, and that retires his side. So it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Buckner and Bossier as they shut down Alabama. After a half inning of play, your score is Alabama 0. Bossier City, Louisiana coming to bat here on JockJive Sports. All right, welcome back to Bossier as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Bossier City coming to bat for the first time today will be Brandon Fairhope Burns. Pitching for Alabama, John Gunther. Behind the plate will be Davis Dean at first, Bryan at second, Pitts at short, Malone is at third. Got Riley Malone in left field, Creel in center, and Brassfield in right field for Alabama. Left-handed batting, Clayton Brandon prepares the lead off for Bossier City. And there goes the throw down by Davis. And we're ready to go here in the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Clayton Brandon to lead things off for Bossier City. And Gunther prepares to throw his first pitch of the ball game. Third baseman way up the line for Alabama. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Outfield, Slade is slightly, the center fielder playing slightly toward left center. Here's the next pitch, and that's high. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Strike on the inside corner, and it's 1-2. Nobody out, nobody on here in the bottom of the first inning. The 1-2 pitch. That's upstairs. Count evens at 2-2. On Brandon. The 2-2. Popped him up out into left center field. Center fielder comes over. That's Creel and makes the catch. And there's one out here in the bottom of the first inning. That'll bring up Fairhope. David Fairhope with one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Something going on next door over there. That should be a dandy between those two teams, Tennessee and South Carolina. Here's the pitch to Fairhope. It sails outside, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Here comes the 1-0. Foul back into the screen. Evens up the count at a ball and a strike. On Fairhope. Here's the 1-1. That's outside. And it's 2-1. Here is the 2-1. Strike on the outside corner, evens the count at 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. They'll have to throw down the first. And they do in time for the out. 2 outs now. And that'll bring up Brendan Burns, the left fielder.
48, Brendan Burns, Cooper on deck.
The pitch to Burns is foul back, strike 1. Buckner, the Bossier pitcher, threw 9 pitches in the first. And Gunther's at 11 right now already here in the bottom of the first inning, which is still not very much. Here's the pitch on the way. That's low. Count is 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the pitch on the way. That's going to be a strike on the outside corner. And it's 1-2. Gunther trying to finish off Bossier here in the first. Here's a pitch. It's high and away. Evens it up at 2-2. Here's a 2-2. That's in the dirt. Fills up the count. On Burns. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Bouncer towards third. That is a fair ball. Scoops, throws across. In time. What a play over there at third base by Malone as he bounced it over there and he got him in time for the out on a bang-bang play at first base. That'll retire the side. And Bossier, as Alabama did, goes up and down in order here in the second. Or in the first, we head to the top of the second inning. It's Alabama nothing and Bossier City nothing here on JockJive Sports. Welcome back to Bossier City. We head to the top of the second inning. Alabama will send up 4, 5, and 6. Pitts, Gunther, and Davis to face Matthew Buckner. Very effective first inning, only threw 9 pitches. Got him up and down in order. Couple more pitches, and we'll get this inning underway. The Louisiana Dixie Boys Board, with Keith Powell as state director, takes this opportunity to thank the many leagues in Louisiana that play Dixie Boys baseball. We wish all of our teams the very best. We are also proud of our state and the many communities that serve as host site for a Dixie World Series. Our directors serve this program and provide great support. All right, here we go in the top of the second inning, and it'll be Gatlin Pitts to lead things off for Alabama here in the second inning.
Bat for Alabama. Shortstop, Gatlin Pitts. Gunther on deck.
And here's Pitts, the bat for the first time this morning. Buckner again out of the stretch to pitch. Line shot out in the right center field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. In fact, it's in the gap. He's going to, he'll turn and stop. That's good defense out there. Quickly getting to the ball with Sitter to hold him to a single. So the first hit of the ball game belongs to Alabama on a line drive into right center field. And that'll bring up Josh Gunther. Runner at first, nobody out. Buckner's pitch. That's hit in the center field. And that's going to go over his head, and that's going to the fence. And Pitts heading to third. Pitts will round third. They're going to send him. Here comes a relay. It's going to be off the mark, and it's 1-0 Alabama. So an RBI double for Gunther.
Gunther doubles the center, bringing in a run. Bringing up catcher, number 16, Maddox Davis.
So 1-0 Alabama. Here's Maddox Davis, the catcher. Buckner's pitch. Strike called. It's 0-1. A look back at second base. The 0-1. Strike 2, curveball in the outside corner. 0-2 now on Davis. Stretch by Buckner, look back at second. Swung on, that is a fly ball out in the right center field. Right fielder over, he makes the grab. Runner does not tag. He bluffs, goes back to second base. The throw comes in. So the runner holds up at second base. 2 outs now. Or 1 out, I should say. My bad.
Second baseman, number 23, Mikhail Bryant.
And that'll bring up Michael Bryant. That's what they were calling him. The fans were. I did the same thing, so don't feel bad. So that'll bring up Michael Bryant, second baseman. 1-0 Alabama here in the top of the second inning. A look back at second base. Pitch to Bryant. Takes it low and away for ball 1. Want to know the count here on Bryant. Time is called by the hitter. Bryant steps out. Runner at second base is Gunther, had an RBI double. Pitts led off the inning with a single to right. Pitch from Buckner. Line shot, that is going to go into center field for a base hit. Runner heads to third. It's bobbled by center fielder. They're going to hold him up there as the throw comes in. A strong throw comes in from Blank. And now Alabama has runners at first and third with still only one out. So the bats are alive here for Alabama. And now to bring up Riley Malone, the left fielder. Gunther at third, Bryant at first base for Alabama. Time is called by the hitter Malone. Umpire says okay, and he steps out. Pitch on the way. Foul back. Strike one. Oh, 1 count here on Malone. Buckner's pitch. Foul back. And it's 0-2. Here's a stretch once again. And they got him picked between first and second. They run him to second, and they're just going to let him go. It'll be a stolen base, comes to find out, as they had to hold the runner at third base. So they had him picked between first and second, but with the runner at third, Cooper ran the runner towards second base and kept an eye on the runner at third base. So second and third now for Alabama. Here's a stretch. Here comes a pitch. Fly ball out in the left field. Left fielder has a bead on it. That's Burns. He makes the catch. Runner will tag and go back to third base. Nice throw. Nice play from Burns. 2 outs. Boy, if Bossier, it would be a big lift to them if they can get out of this inning, only giving up 1 run. For Alabama, a disappointment should they not plate more runs here. Here's a 9-hole hitter, Cole Dean. Second and third, 2 outs. Buckner delivers. It's a strike, and it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball towards second base, scooped up cleanly. The first in time, and Bossier survives, only giving up 1 run out of that. So a success defensively there. A little disappointment for Alabama after an inning. In the inning, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. They leave 2. Middle of the second inning, your score is Alabama 2, or Alabama 1 rather, and Bossier City nothing here on JockJive Sports. As we go to the bottom of the second inning, Bossier will come up to bat. They'll send up 4, 5, and 6. Alabama Dixie Boys Baseball is proud to support this broadcast. Dr. D. Mark Mitchell, Alabama State Director, along with the Alabama Board of Directors, congratulates all of our teams in World Series play. We're glad that we could help support the live broadcast of the Final Four. 2018 Junior Boys and Dixie Boys Alabama State champions from Fairhope and Opelika are great representatives for our state program. World Series tournament play is an exciting time for everyone. Dixie Boys Baseball of Alabama wishes our teams from Alabama the best in World Series play being held in Bossier City, Louisiana. The state of Alabama has won 4 Junior Boys titles since World Series play began in 1996, while also capturing 8 titles in Dixie Boys play since the 1963 beginning. Congratulations to our Alabama championship teams, coaches, and league officials. We congratulate our state champions from Fairhope and Opelika. Hope that you will win another title for Alabama. D. Mark Mitchell is the state director, and Brian Sharp is serving as assistant state director. And there was a presentation going on the field right now. Sorry about that. Missed the actual announcement of it, but there was a presentation presented to one of the officials. As we prepare to move on here and play to the bottom of the second inning with Alabama leading 1-0 over Bossier City. Bossier City will send up 4, 5, and 6. Cooper, Blank, and Ross. Here in the bottom of the second inning, to face the right-hander, Josh Gunther. 3 up, 3 down inning for Gunther in the first through 16 pitches.
He's pitch count over here. Like that. Wow. What's our pitch count there? 22 pitches for Buckner. 22 pitches.
As we wait on the throw to go down to second base. And there goes the throw.
Coming up the bat,
And we're ready to go here in the bottom of the second inning.
Preston Cooper, Connor Blank on deck.
Preston Cooper will lead things off for Bossier City. First baseman. Gunther the windup. Here's his pitch. It's high, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's high and away, 2-0. Here comes the 2-0. That's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 2-1. Here is the 2-1. Takes a strike, and it's 2-2. There goes a B-52. I don't know if you can see it. There she goes over to center field. Fence, second bomb wing here at Barksdale. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to shortstop. He's got it. He steps, throws too high, and still got him, though, as the first baseman, Dean, came down on the bag just before Cooper got there for the out. So they survived that one. 6-3 put out. And that will bring up Connor Blank with nobody on. Blank, the Bossier City center fielder. The shortstop for Alabama Pitts, he's the real deal. He made some sensational plays yesterday, and that pitch is low, ball 1. Quite an arm over there at shortstop. Here's the 1-0. Popped him up into center field, and under it over there is Creel, and he makes the play. 2 outs. So that's 5 straight set down by Gunther to open up the ball game, and it'll bring up James Ross, the third baseman for Bossier. Pitch on the way. Missed outside, ball 1. The 1-0. Call strike, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. One, 2. Upstairs, 2-2. Two pitch in the dirt. Count is full. Payoff pitch. Fouled off his foot Count stays 3-2. Once again, the 3-2. Ball 4 missed outside, and Bossier has their first base runner of the ballgame. As down to first base, it goes Ross, and that'll bring up Riley Sitter, the right fielder.
Riley Sitter. Littleton on deck.
And Gunther into the stretch. Pitch on the way. Ground ball towards the second baseman. He slides, makes the play. He'll go to first with it. That's high save. So a high throw by the second baseman allows Bossier now to have runners at first and second.
Sitter reaches base, bringing up the catcher, number 2, Noah Littleton.
Here's Littleton.
Hargrave on deck.
Noah Littleton stepping to the plate for Bossier. 1-0 Alabama leads here in the bottom of the second inning. Bossier catcher, Noah Littleton. 8th spot in the batting order for Bossier. And Gunther taking a long time now with the runner at second base. Looks in, here's the pitch. It's low ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch coming. And there is no pitch. He turns and looks the runner back to second base. Ross at second, Sitter at first for Bossier here in the bottom of the second inning with 2 outs. Here's the 1-0. Taken for a strike to even the count at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Breaking pitch over for strike 2. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. There is no pitch. He looks the runner back to second and bluffs the throw to first. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that retires his side. For Bossier here in the second, no runs on no hits, and they leave 2. After 2 complete innings of play, it is Alabama 1 and Bossier City nothing here on JockJive Sports. All right, welcome back to Bossier City. We go to the top of the third inning. Alabama up 1-0 over Bossier. And Alabama will send up the top of the order Creel, Malone, and Brassfield to face Matthew Buckner. He's thrown 22 pitches thus far in the ball game for Bossier. Here's Creel to lead things off. For Alabama, Creel opened up the ball game hitting a line drive to shortstop, which was caught by Hargrave for out number 1 in the inning. Pitch to Creel. Check swing, but it's a curve strike anyhow, and it's 0-1. Buckner's pitch is high and away, and that evens the count, or at 1-1. Pitch on the way. Slow. 2-1. Stretch and pitch. Missed outside.
He is at
3-1.
23.
Here's a 3-1. Ball 4 missed outside. And Alabama has the lead man on here. In the top of the 3rd inning. And that'll bring up John Malone. Malone's 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. There's the pitch and takes a strike. And we have a flag in center field. It's in the way of the camera, so you can't. Got a good look at the flag out there. For some reason, it is. It must have came loose. So they throw to first behind the runner not in time. Here's a stretch. Pitch to Malone. There goes the runner. Pitch is low. Throw down the second. Stolen base. So stolen base for Creel. Here's a look back at second. Here's a pitch on the way. It's a ball high. And let's see what the count is here. Scoreboard says 2-2. Here's a pitch that it hit him. And let's see, they're going to call him back. So scratch the hit by pitch as he leaned over the plate. And we got our picture back thanks to the guys out there in center field. So they called Malone back as he looked like he stuck his elbow out, leaned over the plate, and the umpire said, no, sir. Count is 3-2. Runner at second base for Alabama. With nobody out. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner to third. Pitch is swung on a slow roller to third, but he fouled it off his foot. So the runner will go back to second base, and Malone, who is still down, he'll get up. That hurt just a bit. Try to get the feeling back in his foot. Yeah, we're good. So Malone's still walking it off. He'll head back to the batter's box. As here is Malone stepping back in with a count full. They'll look back at second base. And he'll turn and throw to second, and he's back in time. And Malone will step back in. Buckner once again into the stretch. Pitch. That's hit in the right field. And it gets by the right fielder, and it's rolling to the wall. It's going to be 2-0. Malone digging for 2. Now he's going around second. He's digging for 3. The relay coming, and it is going to be in time. No, he called him safe. The throw was there, but he slid around the tag evidently, and it's a triple for Malone, and Alabama takes a 2-0 lead here.
Malone triples to right, bringing in a run. Now batting for Alabama, right fielder, number 32, Brooks.
Here is Brooks Brassfield. Brassfield's 0 for 1 in the ball game. He flied out to left field. Still nobody out here in the inning. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. Gets away, but Malone will stay put at third base. Again, there's not a whole lot of room behind home plate here. Pitch on the way. Ground ball towards second base. It's knocked down on his knees. Gets up, throws to first. In time, nice pick over there by Cooper, but the run scores. Although there's one out now, but Alabama takes a 3-0 lead. Here's Gatlin Pitts, the shortstop. Pitts single to right, first time up. Pitch to Pitts is foul back, strike one. Alabama wins this game. They are the World Series champions. Bossier wins. We play again for the World Series championship. Here's the 0-1. Curveball in for a strike, and it's 21. Here's a stretch, and the pitch on the way. It's high and away, and it's 1-2. Buckner stretches. Here's a pitch. That broke outside. Count evens up 2-2. Buckner's pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. Scooped up. Throw. In time. Nice stretch over there by Cooper. 2 outs. On the 6-3 put out. And up next for Alabama is Josh Gunther. The pitcher, he doubled his first time out. Three 3-0 Alabama. Once again, the stretch and the pitch. Foul ball out of play down the right field line. It's 0-1. Pitch from Buckner is high and away. Count evens up at 1-1. The 1-1 from Buckner. Curveball drops in for strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Pitch from Buckner. Outside. Now leaving it up at 2-2. Here's a 2-2. Ground ball slowly hit to the left side. Scooped up at a shortstop. Throws on the run in time. Nice play over there by Hargrave. And that retires the side here in the top of the 3rd inning. But Alabama, 2 more runs on a hit. Nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It is Alabama 3 and Bossier City nothing here on JockJive Sports. Florida Dixie Boys Baseball is proud to support this broadcast. Frank Hagler, Florida Dixie Boys Major State Director, and Denise Stallings, Assistant Director, wish all the teams the very best. We recognize the commitment necessary to reach this point. We are glad that we could help support the live broadcast of the Final Four of the Dixie Junior Boys and Dixie Boys World Series. The 2018 Florida State champions from Spring Hill, Florida, and West Seminole are great representatives for our Junior Boys and Dixie Boys divisions. We appreciate West Seminole, Florida, for supporting this broadcast. The West Seminole program has a long tradition of providing an excellent baseball program. Congratulations and best wishes to our teams. Tennessee Dixie Boys Majors Baseball is proud to support this broadcast. David Johnson, Tennessee State Director, along with the entire Tennessee Board of Directors, wish all the teams the best in World Series play. We're glad we could help support the live broadcast of this Final Four of the World Series being held here in Bossier City, Louisiana. We congratulate our 2 state championship teams from Dyersburg. Visit the website at www.dixie.org/boys for the latest information. Also, Tennessee Dixie Boys and Majors Baseball wishes to express its sincere appreciation to the leagues that participate in Dixie Boys and Majors Baseball in our state. We have outstanding local leadership, great community support, and the best young people that represent what is good about our country. The goal of our program is to provide a recreational outlet through the game of baseball for youngsters in the state of Tennessee. Also, Pennant Baseball is the official baseball of this Dixie World Series. And here we go. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, Bossier needs to get their bats cranked up. They're down 3-0 here to Alabama. And for Bossier, it'll be 9-1-2. Hargrave, Brandon, and Fairhope faced right-hander Gunther, who's been outstanding on the mound for Bossier. And here is the pitch. Dirt ball, 1-0. Three runs, 4 hits for Alabama. Bossier, no runs and still looking for their first hit. Here is the 1-0 pitch. That's a strike on the outside corner, evens it up at 1-1. Here's a 2-0. That's upstairs, and it's 3-0. Or I'm sorry, I got the count wrong. My bad. 2-1. I apologize for that. Hit the wrong button. That pitch is low. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Count runs full now on Hargrave. Three-two pitch. High ball 4. Bossier has the lead man on here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and back to the top of the lineup we go for Clayton Brandon. Brandon flied out to center his first time up.
14, Clayton Brandon, Fairhope on deck.
Brandon, long look over at his third base coach, steps in. Here's a stretch in the pitch. Foul straight back into the screen. Strike one. Next door in the Dixie Boys semifinal game, it's Tennessee leading South Carolina 5-0. And that pitch is fouled. That's not our field. We just heard a loud ding. They'll play 2 games over there no matter what. Florida waits on the winner of that one. In the Dixie Boys side. Throw to first. Runner dives back safely. Count remains 0-1 on Brandon. And another throw to first. And again, diving back safely is Hargrave. Here is the stretch once again. Pitch on the way, runner goes, pitch is high and outside, and it's going to be a stolen base. They don't even throw. So Hargrave swiped second base. He got a tremendous jump. One count here on Brandon. Gunther takes a look back at second base. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, a little blooper out toward the shortstop. He makes the grab, does Pitts. Holding the runner at second base. There's one out. Just didn't quite get enough of that one. To get it over Pitts' head. And that'll bring up Fairhope. David Fairhope with one out. Fairhope struck out his first time up. Hargrave remains at second base with one out. Here's the stretch by Gunther. There goes a runner to third. Pitch is a strike. Throw to third, not in time. Stolen base. For Hargrave, that's 2 stolen bases for Hargrave. As he stands over there at third base. So a great opportunity for Bossier to get one of those runs back right here. Fairhope can put one in play. Alabama's willing to give up the run. Their infield is at normal depth. Here's the pitch. That's a ball. 1-1. Stretch once again. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll throw to third, and the runner dives back safely. Count remains a ball and a strike. On Fairhope. Gunther comes to the plate this time. Shows bunt. It's a squeeze. It's a wild pitch, and the run will score. And Bossier's on the board. So he showed squeeze, and the ball bounced in the dirt. And Hargrave comes in to score, and again, Bossier is now on the scoreboard. It is 3-1 Alabama. Two-one count on Fairhope. Here's the pitch. Strike call. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Missed outside. 3-2. Hargrave led off the inning with a walk, and then he promptly stole second and third and then scored just now on a wild pitch. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down. And that'll bring up Burns, the left fielder. Burns is 0 for 1. He grounded out to third base. Here's the pitch on the way. Popped him up. Third base side, foul territory. Third baseman Malone has room, catches it in the coach's box, and that retires the side. But in the inning for Bossier City, they do pick up their first run of the ball game on no hits, and there were nobody left on base. After 3 complete, your score is Alabama 3 and Bossier City 1 here on JockJive Sports as we head to the top of the 4th inning.
5-0.
All right, welcome back to Bossier City, Louisiana. As we head to the top of the 4th inning, Alabama will send up 6, 7, and 8. They lead 3-1. Leading off for Alabama will be Maddox Davis. Davis is 0 for 1. He flied out to right field. Pitch from Buckner. It's high ball. Alabama got a run in the second, 2 in the third. Bossier's lone run came in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bossier still without a hit in the ball game. That's a strike. Count evens at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch swung on, grounded foul to the left side. And it's 1-2. Stretch, here comes the 1-2. This low. Count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two from Buckner, swung on, grounded foul, third base side. And the count will remain 2-2. Two from Buckner. Strike 3 call, got him looking on the inside corner. And there's 1 out.
Now at the bat for Alabama, second baseman number 20.
Here's Michael Bryant.
Michael Bryant.
He's 1 for 1 in the ball game. Bryant singled to center field. Buckner's pitch, and the dirt ball 1. 3-1 Alabama here in the top of the fourth inning. Here's the stretch and pitch. Miss low. And it's 2-0. Buckner once again in the stretch, the 2-0. Fly ball, base hit down the left field line. They retrieve it as Burns and throws it in, holds them to a single. So Alabama, a one-out single. Into left field. Here's Malone. Riley Malone. Steps to the plate for Alabama. Malone is 0 for 1. He flied out to left field. And Buckner will throw to first, runner back easily. That was hit number 5 in the ball game for Alabama. The pitch from Buckner's high and away. And it's 1-0. Big lead over there at first base by Bryant. Pitch to Malone. Foul back. Count evens at 1-1. A look at first, a pitch. Foul back. 1-2 on Riley Malone. Right. This time they throw over there and he's back easily. But Bryant keeps extending that lead over at first base. I'll let you watch him there for a minute and see he's way out there. Here's a pitch, and again they'll throw, and he's back safely. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes here on Malone. There goes a runner. Pitch is swung on, hit off the pitcher's mound, off the glove of the pitcher, Buckner, and he throws him out at first base. So end up being a ground out, and the runner advances to second base. It was a nice play by Buckner. Saved a base hit right there for Bossier. Robbed one from Alabama. 2 outs.
Now up to bat for Alabama, first baseman Cole Dean.
Here's Cole Dean. Dean's 0 for 1. Rounded out to second base. Score remains 3-1 Alabama here in the top of the fourth inning, and Dean calls timeout. Runner at second base is Michael Bryant. I look back at second base. There's the pitch. Strike call with the knees. And it's 0-1. On Dean, the top of the order, Creel would be next, should Dean keep the inning going for Alabama. Pitch from Buckner's foul back. And it's 0-2. And Buckner waiting. Gets a sign. Here's a stretch. And he'll turn, look the runner back to second. He'll casually throw one back there, but the runner was back standing up. Count remains 0-2 here on Dean. Pitch from Buckner. Swung on, grounded to second base. Scooped out of there. Throw to first is in time by Brandon, and that retires the side. For Alabama here in the top of the fourth inning, no runs, one hit, and they leave one. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning, and your score is Alabama 3 and Bossier City 1. South Carolina Dixie Boys and Majors is proud to support this broadcast. Shannon Loper, South Carolina State Director, and Brian Harlan, Assistant State Director, along with the entire South Carolina Board of Directors, wish all the teams the best in World Series play. We're glad we could help support the live broadcast of the Final Four of the World Series that were held in Monroe, Chipley, Florida, and Bossier City, Louisiana. We congratulate our teams from Moncks Corner and Lancaster. Visit the website at www.dixie.org/boys for latest information. South Carolina Dixie Boys and Majors Baseball wishes to express its sincere appreciation to the leagues that participate in Dixie Boys and Majors Baseball in our state. We have outstanding local leadership, great community support, and the best young people that represent what is good about our community. The goal of our program is to provide a recreational outlet through the game of baseball for youngsters in the state of South Carolina. We have a great group of South Carolina district directors that support our mission. Again, Pennant Baseball is the official baseball of the Dixie World Series.
Yes.
As the throw, I do believe, has gone down, and we're ready to get things underway here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And for Bossier City, they will send up 4, 5, 6. Cooper, Blank, and Ross. Your line score through 3.5. 3 runs, 5 hits for Alabama. 1 run, no hits for Bossier City. Here we go in the top of the fourth, bottom of the fourth inning. Here is Preston Cooper. And the pitch from Gunther is swung on and missed, strike one.
Now batting for Bossier, number 29, Preston Cooper.
Cooper grounded out to shortstop his first time up. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Again, they're shading Cooper to pull center fielder over towards left center. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1 out. Here's Blank. Connor Blank, 0 for 1. He popped out to center field.
Now batting number 1, Connor Blank, Ross on deck.
So Gunther has been cruising here. Here's the pitch to Blank. It's a breaking pitch over for strike one. The 0-1 on the way. Bounces back to the screen. Evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1. That ball is hit in the left field. And that's hit well, and it's going to get by everybody going to the fence. And Blank is rounding second. He's going to try for 3. Here comes the relay. It is not in time, and it's a triple.
Blank triples to left center.
For Connor Blank.
Up to third baseman, number 33, James Ross.
So Bossier a chance to cut into that lead another notch here if they can play to run with a runner at third and only 1 out. Here is James Ross. Ross has no official at bat. He walked. Infield back, normal depth for Alabama. Here's the pitch to Ross. It's high, ball 1. The 1-0. That's high, ball 2. A look over at third by Gunther. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. And it's 2-1. The 2-1 to Ross. Line drive off the third baseman's glove in the left field. That'll score a run, and it's 3-2. So Ross comes through with a big line drive single in the left field. And Bossier has cut Alabama's lead now, again to 3-2. So we have us a ball game here. Not that it wasn't before, but a 3-2 ball game. Here is Riley Sitter, 0 for 1. He grounded, or actually reached on an error by the second baseman his first time on. Quick throw to first, runner back. Here's the stretch by Gunther, and the pitch way high. 21. Gunther over 60 pitches now, so he's perhaps getting tired. I'm sure it's very hot out there on at 11 o'clock in the morning. Here's a 1-0. It popped up first base side, the second baseman out, right fielder in. Right fielder makes the play out there. That's Brassfield. And there's 2 outs now.
Now batting for Bossier, the catcher, number 2, Noah Littleton.
Littleton went out, step up to bat for Bossier. Littleton is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time out. Pitch to Littleton, swung on and missed, strike 1. Once again, the stretch, and they'll throw to first, runner back, diving. Count remains 0-1. Pitch in the dirt. Ball and strike. The 1-1. Fly ball. That's well hit in the left field. That's way back there. Way back there. That's off the bottom of the fence. Here comes the tying run around third for Bossier. He's going to come in to score, but they're going to pick the runner off at second as he made a big turn. Did Littleton, and he's out. But the thing is, he tied up the ball game with that double and nearly hit it out of here. So Alabama gives up the 2 runs here in the inning to Bossier City, and we have a tie ball game here in the going to the top of the 5th inning. So he'll get credit for the double and an RBI before he was picked off at second base to end the inning. And in the inning for Bossier City, 2 runs, 3 hits, and nobody left after 4 complete. It is Alabama 3, Bossier City, Louisiana 3. This is the Dixie Junior Boys World Series on JockJive Sports.
Your attention, please.
We got a brand new ball game to go to the top of the 5th inning, all tied up at 3 apiece. Buckner back out there for his 5th inning of work for Bossier City. He'll have to face the top of the order for Alabama. It'll be Creel, Malone, and Brassfield. here in the top of the fifth inning. Bossier now up to 3 hits. All 3 hits were this past inning. And Alabama's out hit them 5-3, but on the scoreboard, 3s up there for both sides.
Coming up to bat for Alabama in the top of 5.
And again, Creel will lead things off for Alabama as we wait on the throw to go down to second base. And we're ready to go in the top of the fifth inning. Top of the order for Alabama. Here's Creel. Creel is 0 for 1. He's lined out and walked. On this field yesterday in the semis, 2 one-run ball games, one of which went 8 innings, and here we are tied again in the fifth inning. Pitch is high, ball 1. Here comes a 1-0 pitch from Buckner. It's low, and it's 2-0. Unofficially, I have Buckner at 62, which I'm sure I'm off 1 or 2. But in the vicinity. Stretch by Buckner. Here's the pitch on the way. Missed high. Once again, the stretch. Pitch. That's in for a strike. Buckner's pitch. That's hit in the left field, but right at Burns out there, and he makes the catch, and there's 1 out. Got to bring up John Malone for Alabama.
John Malone, Brassfield on deck.
With 1 out. Alabama had that one inning where they had second and third with 1 out, and that's the inning they only got 1 run out of it. And you look back on that, that'll be a thing to look at. Here's a pitch from Malone. Malone is inside for ball 1. John Malone is 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's grounded out and tripled. And that ball's hit out into center field. A sliding catch out there made by Blank in left center field. 2 outs.
Nice play in center field, bringing up right fielder number 32, Brooks Brassfield.
Here's Brooks Brassfield. Brassfield 0 for 2 thus far. He's flied out and grounded out. Pitch on the way. It's low and away for ball 1. The 1-0. Ball 2. Two outs, nobody on for Alabama here in the fifth inning. That's way high, and it's 3-0. Pitch would be next for Alabama, should Brassfield keep the inning going. Here's a 3-0. Strike on the inside corner, and it's 3-1. Here comes the 3-1. Ball 4. Alabama, a 2-out walk. And down to first base goes Brassfield. Here's Pitts.
Now batting for Alabama.
Gatlin Pitts.
Shortstop number
He is singled and grounded out. Buckner steps off the rubber. Here's the pitch from Buckner. There goes the runner. Pitch is high. Throw down to second base is not in time. It's a stolen base for Brassfield. So the go-ahead run in scoring position for Alabama. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. One ball, one strike to count here on Pitts. Here's a 1-1. Ground ball back to the pitcher, barehanded by Buckner. He underhands it over to first base, and that'll do it for Alabama here in the top of the 5th inning. So for Alabama in the inning, no runs on no hits, and they leave one. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is Alabama 3, Bossier City 3 here on JockJive Sports.
Your attention, please. 76 pitches for Matthew Buckner.
All right, welcome back to Bossier City here to Dixie Junior Boys World Series, and we head now to the bottom of the 5th inning. Bossier City was sent up 9-1-2. Here's Hargrave. He grounds it right to the first baseman. He'll step on the bag. Nice play over there by Dean. There's one out. Back to the top of the order now for Bossier. Here's Clayton Brandon. Brandon, the ball game's 0 for 2. He's flied out and lined out.
Now up the bat, number 14, second baseman, Clayton Brandon. Favreau on deck.
And there's a shot in the left field for a base hit. So Brandon singles with one out for Bossier. And here's Fairhope. Fairhope, the ball game's 0 for 2. He has struck out twice in the ball game. Stretch in the throw to first, runner back. Burns is on deck for Bossier. Stretch, here's the throw to first. He had him leaning, but he gets back. They nearly caught Brandon off over there. He was leaning, which makes me believe he may try to steal here. Here's a stretch. Pitch. That's hit into left field. Fly ball out there. Malone under it. Backing up. It's over his head. He misjudged it. The wind took it, I guess. Or he just flat out misjudged that one, but Malone unable to make the play, and Bossier has runners now in first and second.
Fairhope singles to left, bringing up left fielder, number 48, Brendan
So
Burns.
Malone, I think the wind had a lot to do with that ball out there. Looked like he had a beat on it, and at the last minute backpedaled and it went over his head. Here's Brendan Burns. Burns is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and popped out. Here's a stretch. Turn, throw to second, runner back. No count here on Brendan Burns. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. We're tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning, but Bossier has first and second with 1 out. Again, they turn and look the runner back. Stretch and pitch. It's high. And it's 1-1. And again, they throw to second. Nearly threw that one into center field. Good play over there at second base by Bryant to keep that one from sailing into center field. Pitch on the way. That's high. Burns stands back in. Gunther delivers. And that's hit. That is a fair ball down the left field line. That's headed to, or they call it foul. Who called it foul? I don't see anybody over there. It was very close, but a foul ball. Alabama takes a deep breath. Counts 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Foul back out of play. Count stays 2-2 on Burns. And again, he'll turn and look the runner back. Brandon at second base, Fairhope at first base with 1 out. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Big pitch right there from Gunther. 2 outs now. And now to bring up Preston Cooper. Cooper's 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out and struck out. Actually, we got Sergio Delgado coming in to pinch hit for Preston Cooper.
Got it.
So Sergio Delgado will come in to hit
Bossier, number 13, Sergio Delgado.
for Bossier.
On deck.
Delgado steps in. Here's the pitch. Takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Time is called on the first base line. Dean, I believe, needs another glove. And he's given one. Actually, that is not Dean at first base for Alabama. That is Brock playing first base for Alabama. Here's the 0-1. Just outside, 1-1. On Delgado. 3-3 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Again, Gunther looks a runner back to second base. Into the stretch he goes. The 1-1 is popped up, and it's going to go out of play. 1-2 on Delgado. Gunther has really slowed down on the mound here in this last couple of innings. Ground ball that is just fouled down the third base line. Count remains 1-2 on Sergio Delgado. And again, Gunther turns and looks to runner back to second base. Here comes the pitch to Delgado, low and outside. Count evens at 2-2. Gunther again stretches. Pitch is a slow roller to the mound. He boots it. He picks it up, still gets him at first base, though, and that'll retire the side. So nice recovery right there by Gunther on that ground ball. Back to him, and side retired. And for Bossier, no runs, 2 hits, and 2 men left. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Your score, Alabama 3, Bossier City 3, here on JockJive Sports. All right, we go to the top of the 6th inning in a 3-3 ball game. Alabama will send up the 5, 6, 7 spots. Gunther, Davis, and Bryant, the scheduled hitter. We're Alabama. All right, here we go. Alabama comes to bat here in the top of the 6th inning. Here is Gunther, who's 1 for 2. Takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Both starting pitchers still out there. Here's the 0-1, bounces in dirt, and 21. Pitching away. Fly ball out in the right field. Back there is Sitter, and he leaps up and makes the catch for out number 1. Gunther hit it well, but right at the right fielder, Sitter. That'll bring up Maddox Davis. Davis is 0 for 2. Stretch pitch to Davis. Foul back, strike 1. Davis in the ball game is flied out to right and struck out. Hold 1. Buckner's pitch. Missed high, evens it up at 1-1. Next door, Tennessee knocked out South Carolina, so Tennessee and Florida will play for the Dixie Boys Championship in 30 minutes. Buckner ready. Here's a 2-1. Strike. And it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him looking at the knees. 2 outs now. Now to bring up Michael Bryant. Bryant's 2 for 2. He's been red hot. He has singled twice in the ball game. And he hits that one down the right field line. He's 3 for 3 now. Make it and single to right field. Bryant will stop at first base.
Bryant singles to right for his 3rd hit of the ball game, bringing up number 10, the left fielder Holland Brock.
Here's Brock, Holland Brock. Stepping up to the plate, throw to first, not in time. Brock's first at bat of the ball game. And again, they'll throw to first, runner back easily. The stretch. And there goes a runner to second. Pitch is lined up the middle. Base hit. Runner around second. And he's headed to third. Bryant got a chance. He is safe. He gets away. Here comes up. He'll put on the brakes and go back. Run on the throw goes to second base. So Alabama now, 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. After the base hit up the middle. And that will bring up, let's see. I think it's, let's see, I can't see who that is batting for Alabama. Here's the pitch. And he hits that in the shallow left field. And left fielder coming over makes the catch to retire the side. So the threat goes away for Alabama. They leave 2 men on after 2 hits. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Alabama 3 and Bossier City 3 here in the finals of the Dixie Junior Boys Baseball World Series here in Bossier City. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. All right, here we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Bossier City coming to bat. They'll send up 5, 6, 7. It'll be Blank, Ross, and Sitter.
Now to bat for Bossier,
Face Gunther, who's still out there.
center fielder number 1, Connor Blank.
Here's Connor
Ross on
Blank.
deck.
Blank's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's popped out and tripled. Pitch to Blank. The strike, and it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Missed high to even the count at 1-1. The 1-1. Strike 2 on the outside corner. 1-2 on Blank. The 1-2 popped up. That's going to go out of play. Behind home plate. Count stays 1-2 on Blank. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. That's going to be a foul ball down the third base side. And again, the count remains 1-2. 3-3 ball game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Once again, the 1-2. High, 2-2. Here's a 2-2. Strike 3 called. That was a good-looking pitch. Off-speed pitch on the outside corner, and down goes Blank. That'll bring up James Ross. Ross 1 for 1.
Now up to bat for Bossier, third baseman.
Walk
number
and
33,
single.
James Ross, center on deck.
Pitch to Ross is high, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball towards the left side. Third baseman up with it. It's Malone. He rifles it across in time. 2 outs. That'll bring up Sitter.
Now up to bat for
Riley
Bossier,
Sitter.
right fielder number 7, Riley Sitter.
Sitter's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and popped out. Two outs here in the 6th inning. Pitch to Sitter. He's swinging a miss on an off-speed pitch, strike 1. pitch on the way, swung on, line drive, caught by the shortstop out there. Pitts, a nice play again by Pitts, and Bossier goes up and down in order in the 6th. We head to the top of the 7th inning. It's Alabama 3 and Bossier City 3 here on JockJive Sports. All right, welcome back to Bossier City, Louisiana. We go to the top of the 7th inning, and another great ball game on this field. We had two, again, one-run games yesterday, a 10-9 win by Bossier over Mississippi, and then last night in 8 innings, Alabama defeated JPRD West, Louisiana State champions, 8-7. And here we are, tied in the 6th inning.
Keep it together, man. We're too close now.
Top of the 7th inning, and it'll be the top of the order for Alabama. Creel to lead things off. Buckner still out there for Bossier City. Unusual to see both starters still in the ball game. This has been a dandy. Your line score through 6 complete. 3 runs, 7 hits for Alabama. 3 runs, 5 hits for Bossier. As we wait on the throw to go down to second base.
There's somebody on their team that becomes eligible at 1 o'clock.
And there goes the throw down. And we're ready to go here in the 7th inning. Again, top of the order for Alabama. Caden Creel will lead things off. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. He's lined out, walked, and flied out.
Up to bat, Caden Creel, Malone on deck.
Here's Creel. Buckner's pitch is high, ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0. Line one hopper. Oh, it took a bad hop. Hit the right where the grass and dirt meet in the infield. It took a high hop over the shortstop Hargrave's head, and it's a leadoff single for Alabama. So they go ahead and run on for Alabama.
Now up to bat for Alabama, third baseman number 15, John Malone. Brassfield on deck.
Here's Malone, John Malone. He's 1 for 3. He's grounded out, tripled, and flied out. Alabama's got exactly what they want. Top of the order came up and he singled, and so lots of things could happen here. Creel, a threat to run as well over there at first base. Buckner into the stretch. Here's the throw. He's going to throw to first, and he's back. Creel, a huge lead over there at first base. And they throw over there again, and he's back. And Creel, as you can see, again, he's going to extend that lead even more, I would think. And there he goes. And again, this time, Buckner just steps off the rubber. Throw again over there, and the runner back. Delgado playing first base for Bossier. Here's the stretch. And again, they'll throw to first base, and he's back. 3-3 ball game. What a game. And it should be in the finals. Here's the pitch. It's high for a ball. And it's 1-0. The pitch outside, throw back to first, not in time. Count is 2-0. Now, Buckner paid an awful lot of attention to Creel over there at first base, but the thing is, you got to show a little attention to the hitter because a walk here, and all of a sudden they got first and second and no outs. 2-0 pitch. That's high. It's 3-0. He thinks he thought it was ball 4, and it was only ball 3. And the runner was just kind of, or did they call a balk? What did they do there? That was strange. So I guess it was a balk. Because Creel was just walking over there to second base. And I guess that's why they didn't throw it over there. Here's the next pitch, and that's a ball. It's 3-0 now. So it was a balk. Three balls, no strikes. Pitch to Malone is a ball, and they throw back to second, runner back. So first and second now for Alabama, and nobody out here in the 7th inning. Out comes the Bossier coach, and that might be it for Buckner. And that will do it for Buckner. 93 pitches he threw, I do believe. What a game he pitched. But he is done for the day, and Bossier will bring in a new pitcher. Let me give you the stats, the rundown on Buckner.
11:48 with 93 pitches. Now on the mound for Bossier.
We'll wait till the announcer gets done. I'll tell you the numbers on Buckner. Fairhope will come in to pitch. In the meantime, Buckner goes 6 complete innings. He faced 29 batters. He threw 93 pitches. 56 of those were strikes. He gave up 8 hits, 3 runs. All runs were earned. Walked 3, struck out 2, and didn't hit anybody. So the runners on first and second are his responsibility. Fairhope will come in to pitch for Bossier City. And he takes his warm-up tosses. Alabama sitting pretty right now, first and second with nobody out. The pressure's on Bossier. Virginia Dixie Boys Baseball is proud to support this broadcast. Ken Nelson, Virginia State Director, along with the Virginia Board of Directors, congratulates all of the teams in World Series play. We're glad we could help support the live broadcast of the Final Four. 2018 Virginia State champions from Charlotte County, Virginia, are great representatives for our state program. Charlotte County, Virginia won a Virginia State championship in junior boys, Dixie boys, and 15 and under. What an accomplishment. We are glad to have our junior boys and Dixie boys state champions participate in the World Series events being held in Bossier City, Louisiana. Many volunteers have made this possible. World Series tournament play is an exciting time for everyone. The Virginia Dixie Boys Board, with Ken Nelson as Boys State Director and Ronnie Adams, Major State Director, takes this opportunity to thank the many leagues in Virginia that play Dixie baseball. We wish all of our teams the very best. We're also proud of our state and the many communities that serve as host sites for our tournaments. And again, Pennant Baseball is the official baseball provider for World Series play. And here we go now at Fairhope in the pitch for Bossier City, and he will face Brassfield.
Brassfield up the bat for Alabama.
Brassfield is 0 for 2 in the ball game. He's flied out and grounded out, and he walked his last time up. The pitch from Fairhope is a ball outside, and it's 1-0. Fairhope waiting on the signal. He's got it. The 1-0. That's a strike. And it's 21. Carrillo flirted with the fact, or with the possibility of stealing third right there. He had a big jump, but he put on the brakes and went back to second base. They're holding him on right now as Hargrave, the shortstop, kind of snuck up behind him. Pitch on the way. That's a fly ball into left field. Burns has been a busy man out there, and he's got that one. He'll hold the runners as the throw comes into the cutoff man, and there's one out. That was a big out right there for Louisiana. That'll bring up Pitts, the dangerous one for Alabama.
Now up to bat for Alabama, the shortstop, number 22, Gatlin Pitts. Gunther on deck.
So here's Pitts. Pitts is 1 for 3 this afternoon, or this morning / afternoon. He has singled, grounded out twice. There go the runners, double steal. It's a bouncer, a wild pitch, and they'll have runners at second and third with one out. They had a tremendous jump on the pitch. So Alabama now with runners at second and third and one out. Both were breaking. They'll both get credit for a stolen base. Count 1-0 on Pitts, and Bossier is going to be forced to bring the infield up. Umpire is going out there to discuss something with his fellow umpires. Not sure what that's all about. All three of them are meeting, as you see, just to the right of the pitcher's mound. And whatever that was, it's over. And the meeting is over, whatever it was about. Here we go. The count is 1-0 on the hitter, Pitts. Infield up all the way around for Bossier. Fairhope, a long look into his catcher, Littleton. Time is called by the hitter, Pitts. Fairhope looks back at second base. Pitches a curveball and it sails high, and it's 2-0. First base is open, so it would not be a disaster if Fairhope were to walk Pitts. For Alabama, you're looking for Pitts to drive one here. Here's a 2-0. And he hits it toward the shortstop. That's going to, nope, goes into left field, base hit. One run is in, and they'll hold the other runner up. They'll have him at the corners, and Alabama has taken a 4-3 lead here in the top of the seventh inning. On the single by Pitts.
Pitts singles the left, driving in to go ahead.
Against a drawn-in infield.
The pitcher, number 3, Josh Gunther.
Here's Gunther.
Davis on deck.
1 for 3 in the ball game. He's doubled, grounded out, and flied out. And they'll throw to third, runner back easily. (4-3) Alabama. We are in the top of the seventh inning. Alabama wins. They are the World Series champions. Bossier City wins. We'll play again to decide the championship. Stretch and pitch. It's high. Count 1-0 here on Gunther. Fairhope steps off the rubber, looks into the dugout. And again, a long time. Comes set, here's the pitch. There goes a runner from first. It's a strike. They throw down to second base. The shortstop had snuck in, or the second baseman rather, had snuck in, cut off the throw, but the runner at third base, Malone, did not bite. So Pitts steals second base. So that takes the force off over at second. One count here on the hitter, Gunther. There's a fly ball in the left field. It should be deep enough to score the run. Burns backing up still, and he can't make the play. It sailed over his head. One run is in. They're going to send another run around third, and the cutoff is bobbled, and 2-run score for Alabama. And Alabama now leads it 6-3. With a runner at second base. That ball, you saw the one of the other outfielders, I think, from Alabama earlier in the ball game. The ball just kept carrying out there, and that's what happened to Burns. So 2 runs come in to score.
Off the bat for Alabama, this catcher, number
Here
16,
is
Maddox
Maddox Davis.
Brian on deck.
Takes first pitch for a ball. It's 1-0. Six to 3, Alabama leads here in the top of the 7th inning. The 1-0 foul ball, third base side. Count evens at 1-1. There's a look back at second base. Pitch, curveball, missed low and away. 2-1. Alabama is double digits in hits now with 10. Y'all didn't? I didn't see. Did he touch it? So it was an error. So we're going to back that up. There was no hit. So 9 hits in the ball game for Alabama. And the pitch is a shot into left field. And that is in. He caught it. Throw to second. It couldn't get to double plays. The throw was wide. So there'll be 2 outs now. Runner remains at second base. And coming up here, for, let's see, Davis. It'll be Bryant stepping to the plate with 2 outs.
Number 23, Michael Bryant.
Here's Bryant. Bryant again, a great day. He's 3 for 3 at the plate. And he sprayed the ball all over the field. He's singled 3 times, 1 to each field. A liner to left, fly ball to center, and a liner to right. Here's the pitch. There goes a runner to third. It is a ball, throw to third, stolen base.
Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate it.
So Gunther steals third. So Alabama trying to add yet another run here. They lead 6-3. He looks over at third base. Here's a pitch. Fly ball into left field. Burns got a beat on this one, and he makes the catch. That retires the side, but not before. Alabama strikes here in the top of the 7th inning. They pick up 3 runs in the inning on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be the last chance for Bossier City. Your score, Alabama 6, Bossier City 3, here on JockJive Sports. Alabama 3 outs away from winning the World Series. Bossier City down to their last 3 outs. They need some hits and some base runners here as they're down by 3 runs. And for Louisiana, it'll be 8-9-1. Littleton, Hargrave, and back to the top in Brandon. Gunther's still out there, having thrown 91 pitches. 3 runs, 6 runs, 9 hits for Alabama, 3 runs, 5 hits for Bossier City through 6.5.
On deck, Hargrave.
All right, here's Littleton. Littleton in the ball game's 1 for 2, struck out and doubled. Here's Gunther's pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The 0-1. Miss low and away, bounces away, and it's 1-1. On Noah Littleton. Pitch is popped up behind the plate, out of play. Count remains 1-2. That's in the dirt, 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball foul down the third base side. 96 pitches now for Gunther. I think 105 is the limit? 95. Okay, so this will be his last batter regardless here for Gunther. Pitch swung on. That's hit to third. What a play over there by Malone. He snags it and he throws the first in time, 1 out. Nice play by Malone coming to his left on that hard-hit grounder. So Alabama now needs 2 outs, and we're going to have a pitching change.
97 pitches.
Gunther's day is done, and he stands to be the winning pitcher. He did an outstanding job for Alabama, but his day's pitching is done. And let's see. Malone, Josh Malone, who was at third, is coming in to pitch. Malone started the game yesterday against Louisiana.
To the mound for Alabama, number 15, John Malone.
And he'll get a chance to save it here for Alabama.
He's still out there.
And we'll just have to see who takes his place at third base. So the numbers on Gunther, he threw 6 in the 3rd innings, 97 pitches, faced 26 batters, 61 strikes, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Didn't hit anybody. And he stands to get the win here if Malone can save it for Alabama, and he'll take home the big trophy. Nine spot, Hargrave coming up to bat for Bossier City. Then back to the top in Brandon. It's been a great ball game. It was 3-3 going into the top of the 7th inning. Alabama plated 3 runs to take the 6-3 lead. But it's not over yet. Bossier still has some fight left in him. And again, the scenario here, Alabama wins. They are the World Series champs. Louisiana comes back to win. We play again 30 minutes after. All right, here is Hargrave, the Bossier shortstop. He's walked and grounded out. And he calls time and steps out.
Shortstop 21, Tristan Hargrave. Brandon on deck.
Wind up and Malone's pitch. That's foul ball out of play down the left field line. And it's 0-1. The 0-1. That's hit in the left field. That's trouble. It's a fair ball down the left field line. It's headed to the corner. Hargrave heads for second, and he's going to try for 3. Oh, boy, here's a throw. Not in time, a triple.
Hargrave triples to left.
So Bossier not done just yet.
The leadoff batter, second baseman, number 14, Clayton Brandon.
Here's the top of the order, Clayton Brandon. 1 for 3. Brandon has flied to center, lined out to short, and singled to left. We'll work out of the stretch with the runner at third. And his pitch is foul back, strike 1. Score remains 6-3. Here's the pitch on the way. Foul back. Tell you what, they show you, if you can see out there in right field, there is nobody in right field. Behind the second baseman, toward the second base bag, is the right fielder. So if Brandon were to pull one, he could run all day. Here's the pitch. That's high. And it's 1-2. Comes a 1-2. Fouled out of play. Count remains 1-2. Right fielder has since moved back more toward the right field line, but there is a tremendous gap in center field. Next pitch is outside. And it's 2-2. So you can see that gap in right center field. It's huge. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Outside, 3-2. Brandon gets on, it will bring up the potential tying run to the plate in Fairhope. Here's the 3-2. That's a fly ball down the left side. It's in foul territory. Is it caught? It is. Runner will tag and score, and Bossier has cut it to 6-4, but there are 2 outs now.
Brandon gets a sacrifice fly to left.
As the catch was made in foul territory out there, I believe that's Dean out there. That is not Dean.
Or actually the pitcher, number 12.
I'll have to check. That's Brassfield down there in right field. Down the left field line, he made an outstanding catch. Six to 4 ball game. 2 outs now, and here's Fairhope. Fairhope in the ball game is 1 for 3. Singled his last time up. Pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1. Alabama and out away from the World Series championship. Next pitch on the way, and that's a strike. And it's 1-1, or rather 0-2. No, it's 1-1. My bad. On Fairhope. One. Just high, 2-1. Burns would be next. Fairhope can keep the game alive. Pitch, that's foul back. Two count. Actually 1-2, says the home plate umpire. Wind up, here's the 1-2 in the dirt. The umpire says 2-2. I think he missed a pitch somewhere along the line, but he says 2-2. And he's the boss. Pitch. Little blooper caught by the shortstop, and Alabama has won the Dixie Junior Boys World Series with a 6-4 win over Bossier City, Louisiana, and now they will celebrate. As Pitts grabbed the final line drive of the ball game. In the inning for Bossier City, a run, a hit, and nobody left. Your final score, Alabama 6 and Bossier City 4 here on JockJive Sports. And it's been a pleasure bringing you these games the last 2 days here on JockJive. I invite you to switch on over to the championship game in Dixie Boys next door, which should be getting underway here in a minute if it hasn't already, between Florida and Tennessee. Robert Williamson will have the play-by-play with you for that one for you. And this one is history. Once again, the final score is Alabama 6 and Bossier City 4. That's going to do it for me. It's been a pleasure, and this is Randy Guillory. Good afternoon.